tactical information systems, and we've developed a platform for biometric matching in the cloud. And that means we can do fingerprint, palm print, iris, and face matching as a low-cost service. And I think my slides are auto-advancing, so sorry if that doesn't work out. Yeah, I don't know. So my background, this is my third company, and my last company was acquired by a defense contractor, which is how I got into sort of biometrics and in that area. And at that company, I met my co-founder, Dr. Alex Kilpatrick, who had done extensive work in biometrics. For example, when Saddam Hussein went on trial, they discovered very late in the game that they didn't have a system for securing the courthouse. So on a very short time frame, he designed and developed a biometric system to divide access by room, by floor, U.S. coalition, Iraqi military, press, media. Designed it, built it, went over there, deployed it. I think it was like 10 weeks, and it was insane. But he's written a lot of biometric software, has gone to the Middle East many, many, many times. And after years of working with really big, expensive, complicated systems, we didn't want to go back there anymore, and we wanted to do something a little bit smaller. So we started looking at how can we do something different and take biometrics to more of a consumer market. So just a little bit about biometric matching. We're really focusing on face, because everybody's got digital cameras, and you don't need proprietary fingerprint scanners. Iris cameras are creepy, they put these things up in your eyes. So the face biometric works for us, and it's just simple. It's taking, computers don't see your face the way you do, and they don't recognize it the same way, but they're basically turning it into a grid, mapping all these different points, turning it into what's called a template, and then you can match templates. So the first problem that we've decided to solve is something that may not be familiar to all of you people, but there are people with cognitive disabilities that prevent them from being able to identify themselves in case of emergency. We're focusing on Alzheimer's, there's other forms of dementia, children, well, all young children actually, but children with Down syndrome or autism. If they get lost, if they run off, and about 60% of Alzheimer's patients are driven to do what's called wandering, meaning they just want to go somewhere else. So if they wander, when they're found, they can't speak for themselves, they can't identify themselves. And it's a very stressful situation for the caregiver. So with WanderID, if you're the caregiver, you take their picture, you upload it to the WanderID website with some biographical information, and you pay a monthly or yearly subscription, and you're done. If your loved one wanders, whenever they're found, the first responder community can take their picture. We have an Android app, we're going to have an iPhone app soon, or you can just use a digital camera and upload it to the website. Send the picture up. If there's a match found, we can connect them back to the emergency contact and get them home. It's probably not a problem you've thought about, but we've talked to a lot of different first responders, police, fire, medical, EMT. And when they find somebody in this situation, there's really not a lot they can do. They either have to wait for them to be found, wait for somebody to call, or in some cases, if it's in a neighborhood, they can drive up and down hoping the guy goes, oh, hey, that's my house. It takes a lot of time, and it's just not what they went to the police academy for. It's not what they want to be doing with their lives. So I originally thought that the challenge would be getting the first responders all on board because they need to use the system. And in fact, that part's been easy. We've gone out and talked to a lot of different ones, we've interviewed them, we've asked them questions, and all of them have said, it's free, I'm on board, no problem. Tell us what you need, we'll get trained, we'll use it, we're happy. And then the first responder, the caregiver community, right now there's about 1.8 billion in identity services, is estimated to grow to something like 9 billion by 2015. Biometrics is growing. Right now it's kind of uncommon, but very soon it's going to be everywhere. Sorry about that. Right now there's 54 million caregivers in the United States, and this is the year that the first of the baby boomers are starting to retire. So there's going to be 76 million baby boomers retiring over the next 10 years, so those numbers are going to increase. And if you're a caregiver, you can spend a fortune and put them in a memory care facility, which is very expensive, or you can keep them in your home. And if they're in your home, you've got to do something to keep them safe. Any questions?
So there's going to be a lot of